At the Beef Cattle Short Course, the education part is why you're here. Now, that is not only outside, but also inside. At Rudder Tower, there are auditoriums and classrooms, also in the Memorial Student Center, where producers can get a up-close education, dealing with people from not only research, but actual producers and business owners about a wide variety of production agriculture. Man standing next to me is the reason this is all happening in the first place.
I'm Dr. Jason Cleere, and I'm an extension beef cattle specialist and professor in animal science, and also, I guess, the guy that's, if you got problems at the Beef Cattle Short Course, it's me. I'm the coordinator and been the coordinator for 21 years now.
21 years, that's a long time, and even some of the attendees that we're going to be talking to today have seen the growth and transition of this program. So talk a little bit about why some of those progressions have happened and where do you see this program going in the future?
Yeah, I think the underlying tone and the message of the Beef Cattle Short Course, or the reason why we're here, is to provide tools for ranchers. I mean, that's the baseline. But we've tried to keep up with the times, keep up with the technology, keep up with generations as well. You know, we're getting younger crowds that are coming, and so we have to implement new things and ideas. We've expanded the trade show. Of course, the food's got to be good. You know, people love to eat, and so we do that, but then we've also expanded technology and offer a virtual option and different things, and also incorporating technology into the system. So there's a lot of things that we've done to try to, you know, what I always say is my biggest fear is I become stagnant after doing it for 20 years.
Yeah, well, I think that you've done anything but being stagnant. And like you talked about, we have a ag techs talk, and you bring some of the most incredible people across, really, the country, and we even have some international attendees. So how does that feel, having now people who are quite literally across the globe attending your event here in College Station?
Well, we always say that we are the largest beef cattle extension or beef cattle educational program in the world, and we do. We'll have at least a dozen different countries represented in 25-30 different states, and so they all come to the Texas A&M, and hopefully it's, you know, they realize that we're here to provide, you know, very scientific, applied, practical, but also unbiased education to help ranchers, you know, either earn another dollar out of their calves or save on the expenses.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, right now expenses are a big concern for producers. So one more thing that you're doing here that's a little unique compared to maybe some other conferences is the fact that we're not just in the classroom. You actually have some live demonstrations. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we kind of the first 2 days we're in the lectures, all right, and then we kind of graduate, and on Wednesday we go out and do the labs. And so we've got cattle actual working demonstrations with horses and dogs and on foot as well to kind of teach people about that. We'll be castrating calves. We'll be showing and demonstrating branding and freeze branding and other identification and just really technologies that you can implement. You know, we go and kill brush. We do actually fabricate out a carcass to show where the cuts and everything comes from, and we even build fence too. So, you know, we try to bring some of the things we learned in the classroom and bring some practical things to it that they can take home and incorporate into the ranch.
So for those who unfortunately missed out this year but want to get on the action for next year, where can they find more information?
Yeah, so our event as always starts the first Monday in August. That's traditionally when we do it, and beefcattleshortcourse.com. That's the best place to get that information.
Wonderful. Well, Dr. Cleere, thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you.
Loretta Nicholas from Mount Harris, New South Wales, Australia.
William Nicholas from, same place, believe it or not.
So obviously y'all are local, but when you're here at the short course, why did y'all want to attend, and then what are you looking forward to getting out of this event?
Well, we had a really good contact actually that got us onto this event, which was, her name's Emma Kaufman, so she's an absolute legend for getting us onto it. We hadn't heard of this event prior, so I'm really glad to have gotten the recommendation. I think to get out of it is mainly just networking. It is going to be invaluable, and you can never stop learning. So in between just meeting people and learning what's out there and how you guys do things the same and differently, because it's pretty amazing seeing the similarities but then also the slight differences and all the different things that we could learn back home.
Yeah. Will, what about you?
Yeah, definitely. Loretta wrapped that up fairly well. Probably biggest thing that I've loved or been excited about this week is just the networking side. As cow-calf operators, we're always trying to get better at what we're doing, trying to always chase that next target, that's next goal. You know, we're here, we want to be there. So there's a lot of good industry leaders here and a lot of good bodies, and yeah, I can't wait to really get to pick their brains about what we're doing down home, down under, and what's happening here in the beautiful state of Texas.
So far, what is one thing that you've learned that we do here in the United States that maybe a little different where you're at?
Probably the biggest thing is a lot more of the cow-calf operations going straight onto that feedlot, which our feedlot industry is growing day by day at home. And just probably the other thing is I didn't realise just how much you guys have to prepare for winter in your northern states. Like in Australia, we raise hay for, you know, when it gets dry, whereas you guys have to raise hay in that small amount of time to be able to get through winter, which was just never on our radar until doing this lap around.
For me, it's probably been the fact that we look like tourists in felt hats.
You're coming in straw season, yes.
So yeah, that's no. In all seriousness, in Australia, we pretty well just wear whatever hat we have all year round. So the felt hat, straw hat in different seasons is definitely new for us. But yeah, in all seriousness, it's just, I think it's what I said before. There's a lot of similarities. It's not completely different, but there's just small things here and there that we're noticing. It's hard to pinpoint anything one particular, but it's just really cool to see other things that are out there, because we're all learning all the time. Things are advancing all the time, and
it's also good to see where a lot of our genetics have come from. Like my family grew up with Brahman cattle, and so a lot of the Hudgens Manso crossovers have come into Australia out of the States. So seeing that and actually getting to see how your genetics are probably a little bit further ahead than ours, but how we've adapted your genetics into Australian conditions, and hopefully at the end of this week when we get out on ranch, out on farm, we'll be able to see where those differences and where they've split and where they've come back together. So it's only day one and we've already met so many great people, and I'm going to put a plug in for Beef Week in Australia. So if you get the chance to come to Australia, come for Beef Week in Rocky in 2027.
Beef Week has been a huge bucket list item for myself, so hopefully we can make that happen. But guys, thank you so much for your time. We're here at Rudder Tower and the MSC. This program has gotten so big that we now are in 2 different buildings. Dr. Cleere makes sure that the vendors have a wide variety of having booths inside and also space to showcase their equipment. There's chutes, there's processing equipment, there's drones, there's trailers, anything that you need as a established producer, or you're just first time getting in, there are resources and vendors to cater to your needs. Now, for those who aren't familiar with this bright blue piece of equipment, y'all are very nostalgic and well-known industry, but for those who don't know, can you please say your name and who you're here with?
Yes, ma'am. Ivan Zambrano. My nickname is Yogi. I'm with Preferred Manufacturing. We're located in Northeast Texas, Mount Pleasant, Texas.
Yes, absolutely. So what does Prefer offer consumers?
Cattle equipment, equine, very big on cattle, equine, and rodeo equipment. We're a livestock manufacturer, again, in Mount Pleasant, Texas, and that's pretty much our business line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. It's built by ranchers for ranchers.
Yeah, and that's a big key, especially nowadays, being able to have equipment to use and things that actually fit your needs. But
Yes,
how many
ma'am.
times have you been here at the Beef Cattle Short Course?
This is probably, I'm going on 11 or 12 years. This will be my 12th year out here.
Wow. So why do you keep coming back time and time again?
Because of the people. This is our market. This is our business. And as far as attendees, I've had people from Mexico.
Oh, wow.
I've talked to several people from Mexico. They came to this show. They've been coming for the last 3 years, and I can speak to them in their native tongue, so it works out great.
No, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So what would you say, as a vendor, what is something you personally take away from the Beef Cattle Short Course?
What I take away from it, just the people, the attendees, and these people, they're new to this. They don't know what they're looking for. So that's what my job is, to tell them, hey, you know, they're here to ask questions. They're here for the knowledge. And that's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for, to tell them, hey, this is what I suggest you use. And So I love it.
Can you please tell us your name and where you're from?
Tommy Perkins, West Texas A&M University, Canyon, Texas.
Now, Dr. Perkins, why are you here?
Well, I'm actually on the program tomorrow. I'm speaking twice, but I'm actually here recruiting good kids from this area as well to get back to WT. So, just saying.
You're kidnapping.
Well, we'll bring them back in good order. So.
Maybe a little drier than today, right?
Actually, we've been really wet at home. Yeah. It's like rained a lot back home. It's green. We need more cows, more. Yeah, so it's all good at home.
So we're talking about outreach programs such as conferences like Beef Cattle Short Course. Why do you feel that these types of programs are important, and why do you attend outside of stealing kids?
Oh, this is an awesome one here because it brings all the producers together, but also the scientists. Scientists put it more on an applied level, so it's probably the one go-to meeting that anybody should go to. Whether you're a novice rancher or you're an experienced rancher, something here is for you. So.
And that's awesome. And so for you yourself, being in the education field, what is one thing that you're looking forward to taking back home with you?
Well, I was really going to the artificial intelligence meeting. So using some of these technologies, and we're using some of that at home now, kind of how that's implementing and infiltrating into the beef industry, which is really awesome to see.
Perfect. Dr. Perkins, thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Not that you need much of an introduction.
Tucker Brown from Throckmorton, Texas.
And how many years have you gone to the short course?
Oh, man, this is probably year 8.
8. So you've seen this program grow a lot, haven't you?
Yeah, it really has. It's been fun to be it feels like we've been a part of the success of it. So it has made it more fun. But I know Donald's been involved with it for another couple of years even before that. So it's really cool what this program does, gives the opportunity for cattlemen to get together. Anytime that happens, good stuff happens.
Well, and exactly to your point, first of all, this is a well-known spot here on the show, on the trade show floor. You can't miss them here every year.
That's right.
But throughout your time here at Short Course, what has been something that brings you back time and time again?
Oh, the classes and what's the right word? What word am I looking for? The different presentations that they have. Like when Molly McAdams gets up and talks about what they're doing with the beef checkoff and the research that they're showing. A lot of times it's the research that just I love. The weatherman, I love the weatherman. What are we going to expect? Is it going to be 100% true? No, but more data is way better for me. And then there's things here that are as easy as how to castrate or how to tag, all the way up to EPDs and deep diving into the science. And so not many places like this.
No, exactly to your point. And we see well-known producers such as yourself that's multi-generation to the people who are just getting started, it seems like.
All of the above. And that's what's really cool is that all of these minds get together. They get to sit and have lunch together. They get to eat a really good prime rib if they stay longer, and then get to meet on the trade show floor. All of these new companies, new faces coming in and out after all of those 8 years. But some really good friends, obviously. Network is your net worth, and so this place definitely builds both of those.
Absolutely. So what is one thing, if you had to pick one, what is one thing that you're excited to take home from this year's short course?
Meeting Emma Kaufman is probably... okay, one thing I would take away from this year's cattle short course. When CattleFax does their market analysis, that's one thing that I always bring home from here. Helps us prepare for what's coming. And that helps us keep the ranch in the family in the ranch and all things that are good. So that's what I'm taking home.
Yeah, especially in this market, that's super helpful.
Yeah.
But Tucker, thank you.
Thanks, Emma.
Now, can you please tell everybody who you are and who you're here with?
Yeah, my name is Denny. Actually, I'm on the membership team with the National Cattlemen's Beef Association.
And where are you based out of?
Based out of Centennial, Colorado.
Okay, so you did come out of state. So how are you enjoying the rain?
Oh, the rain is nice today. Yeah, I think that everybody needed it.
And how many times have you gone to Beef Cattle Short Course?
This is my first time here.
Awesome. Yeah. So what do you think of it so far?
Man, this has been amazing. Incredible turnout. As a vendor, we've had a lot of people come by the booth and a lot of new faces and people that we otherwise wouldn't have gotten to interact with. So it's been really great for us.
And this is your first time in College Station too, correct?
It is my first time in College Station. That is correct.
Do you have any plans tonight?
Oh, I don't know. We'll probably see what the locals are up to and make some friends.
Absolutely. So what is one thing that you've noticed so far being here as a first-time attendee?
Just the attendance and the broad attendance. We've met people today from Australia, from South America, and from states, nationwide that I really wasn't expecting to have such a broad scope of attendees.
That's incredible. And so, as a vendor, what is one thing that you're excited to take home with you today?
Oh, take home with me. I'm looking forward to that prime rib dinner tonight.
I've been waiting for someone to mention that because it is a staple. If you don't know, and we'll show you here later on, that the Texas A&M meat judging team does, in fact, cook you a prime rib dinner. It is a, again, staple of the beef cattle short course.
We're looking forward to it.
People standing next to me need no introduction, but for those who may not be familiar with you, can you let us know who you are and where you're from?
I am Erica Archie.
And I'm Cody Archie, and we ranch in Gatesville, Texas.
And what is the name of your operation?
Bar 7 Ranch.
Perfect. And how many times have you been here at the Beef Cattle Short Course?
This is actually our first time here.
And we're pretty excited. There's lots of opportunities to learn, lots of things to see here in the trade show, like the Molly booth that we're getting to set in today. So it's been a great experience.
And speaking of experience, there's a lot to see here on the trade show floor, even in the seminars. What is something that you have seen that you have really enjoyed compared to maybe some other places you've been in the past?
Well, maybe other than these shoots here, the thing that's kind of caught my interest the most is the electronic collars for no fence fencing, basically. I think that's a pretty neat advancement in our industry.
And I really just enjoyed the maze of getting to walk around, and it's not just one big area. It's kind of fun getting to walk around in different little hallways.
Absolutely. Well, and for those who have not been here before, what is something that you were excited to take home today?
I think just meeting different people and socializing and just learning different people in the industry.
Sure.
And getting to talk to folks about the market outlook, what's going to happen in the next few months and years to come. That's been something that's on everybody's mind right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're glad that you're here. Even if you're missing the prime rib dinner tonight, it's fine. We'll just take it a little personally. But thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
See? Easy.
Thanks, Emma. Keep ranching.
Keep ranching. Remember that trade show we were talking about? It keeps going on and on. Not one building, but two buildings. Now, this corridor right here, there's something a little different about Texas A&M Memorial Student Center. It's your lid. As soon as you walk through those two doors, it's common courtesy to take your hat off. Now, there is hat parking, so don't worry. You don't have to hold on to your lid forever. Can you please introduce yourself and who you're here with?
Jeff Goodwin, I direct the Center for Grazing Lands and Ranch Management.
Awesome. And that has a lot of different programs that you've got working with you. Talk about some of those programs that you've been seeing here today and some of the discussions that you've been having.
Yeah, we conduct research on ranches across the country, really trying to understand the ecology, the economics, all the dynamics around grazing management, how it impacts profitability, ecosystem function at the ranch. How can we help ranchers be more efficient? And so that's most of the work that we do. We do a lot of outreach and education as well. That's why we're here at the Beef Cattle Short Course, to meet with ranchers, talk to them one-on-one, get participants to work with us on our research. And so, it's been a great time, and it's a great resource and an opportunity to speak with producers here. Wonderful.
Now, how many years have you been attending the Beef Cattle Short Course?
Been here for about 5 years. I've been at Texas A&M for about 4 years now, and I was with a couple other conservation-focused organizations prior to that. But this has been a long-standing organization that's it's sort of been the core of some of the outreach and education for certainly this institution or university, and it's sort of been the foundation for extension on the beef side.
Oh, absolutely. And like you said earlier, you're meeting with producers, both large and small. Now, what is something that you personally take away here as being a vendor and just your interactions with the attendees?
Well, I mean, it's like I said earlier, we do our work on working ranches, and so I need to be able to, not only interact with folks, but find participants that are interested in the things that we're interested in researching, right? And so most of the ideas that we have a steering committee of ranchers that helps drive the questions that we answer in the center. And so interacting with our rancher committee, interacting with the producers here, staying current on, what their concerns are, what's been working for them. And if it isn't working, they'll tell me. And so I love that level of clarity.
Hey, everybody. Howdy. Sorry. Howdy. All right, today, back and ask myself, and I want to ask you, what does stocking rate really tell us? Because it's the foundation of most grazing talks, and it's an important one. So my question to you, is stocking rate important? I hope everybody says yes. It's probably one of the most important questions or decisions that you're going to make. It is very important. The problem is, what does it tell us about how the ranch is grazed? Does it give us any inferences?
We are on the third and final day of the Beef Cattle Short Course. Ladies, tie your hair up because this is live demonstrations. We're here at Pierce Pavilion, and this is just one of the 3 locations that you can get some hands-on and visual experience what you learned in the classroom now in front of you. Over here we were doing a castration demonstration, and on my other side we were doing some reproduction information and vaccination protocols. We've already seen some animal handling outside as well as some working dog clinics, and we've also seen what is hanging on the rail after you harvest.
They're driving.
Is not just for producers, but for the young folk too, to get exposed in all different areas of the beef cattle industry. For those who are not familiar with you and the program that you're a part of, would you mind giving us an introduction?
Sure. So my name is David Sessom. I'm a licensed veterinary technician. I work for AgriLife Extension and the Veterinary Science Certificate Program. So we're with AgriLife Extension, but we're also part of Animal Science. So our mission is kind of outreach to kids, to youth, to ag teachers, to anybody who will listen, really. So what we do with our mission there. But we're here with the Beef Cattle Short Course. Dr. Cleere asked me to coordinate that. So we work with the students who are interested in, really our mission is producing educated consumers. So we, students who want to be in the beef cattle industry. Yesterday we had some of our students who want to be veterinarians. So we work with those groups. Each of those students is to provide an experience through Beef Cattle Short Course. So we have over 40 students here. As part of our job, our mission is the Veterinary Science Certificate Program. So we really do work with kids who want to be veterinarians or involved in the veterinary industry in some point. So, but because of our experience with youth, there's some overlap. So that's why Dr. Cleere kind of asked us to oversee this program. So we're excited to be here. We're excited to see the growth that this is coming back. This is the second year back since COVID, and it's kind of taken off this year. So we're getting a lot of interest, and we look forward to working with even more kids next year on how we can get people connected to industry in some form.
Absolutely. And you were telling me some of the activities that the students have been able to do. So for those who are either interested in being in the program or having their kids involved in the program, can you talk a little bit about just what they've seen this year?
Sure. So this year we did a scavenger hunt at the trade show, and regardless of what industry students go into, they need to have professional communication. So our scavenger hunt was a little bit different. We had some required booths, especially with things like New World screwworm coming in, that they had to go to Texas Animal Health Commission as a required booth just to find resources. Some of those kids also compete in speaking contests. That's a great place to find resources for those to kind of get them ahead of some other competitors as well. But they went through the trade show, and they all the teams had to introduce themselves and thank the vendors for being here to kind of get over some of their nerves about public speaking and communication. And then we took a tour of 44 Farms, and that was just amazing with James, who was the first employee at 44 Farms, and what we got to see and the stories and their side of industry and things that they do. We got to tie that in today. We're here at Rosenthal doing the carcass evaluation, so it's really kind of well-rounded, and it's intentional for us as well too. So we have students that come. As a student, you only get to come so many times as a student, so every year is different on purpose. So they don't see the same thing every year. So as they come through this program, they'll definitely see something every year as we create the agenda for them.
And if I remember correctly, last year y'all went to a sale barn, right?
Correct. Yeah, last year we were at the Bryan Sale Barn. We also did a tour of Producers Co-op so they could see feed, marketing, those things. So just something a little different every year.
Well, that's an incredible program. I feel like I have FOMO because I didn't get to do that when I was young. I didn't even know about it. But for those who want to get involved, what is the age bracket and requirements to be a part of the program?
Yeah, so this year it's kind of a mixed population, but based on some of the things that we do next year, it will be for high school kids, so 9th through 12th grade. With university requirements for those. But, the beef cattle short course is open to any, if they can't participate in the youth track, then come to the others with their parents. But we're really trying to refine it now based on the interest. It'll be high school age individuals.
Wonderful. And so for those who want to learn more, how would they get in contact with you or the program directory?
Yeah, so they can. We're on Facebook as a veterinary science certificate program, so they can find us there. They can reach out to Dr. Cleere. He definitely knows how to contact me. So we're happy to provide any information on any career. We kind of consider ourselves all things veterinary science, but this is kind of it's not out of our purview, but it's a little bit different that people don't think. But we're definitely, any questions we can help with or anything we can do, we're glad to do that.
Wonderful. David, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Well, that is a wrap for this year's Beef Cattle Short Course here in College Station, Texas. It is a 3-day event packed full of information from markets to animal handling and, of course, visual demonstrations so you can get some hands-on experience. We want to thank the Beef Cattle Short Course and Dr. Cleere for having us out today. And for more information, check out the description. I'm your host, Emma Kaufman, and this is Ranchworthy.